Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Ad Astra Abyssosk. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward. State your business here.
Do you hear that? Something's going on over there. I'm gonna go check it out. Early bird gets the worm.
Fate is called as such, for it cannot be changed, nor can it be reversed. It can only but be accepted.
Do not matter. For when I draw my blade, I am but an instrument of Fontaine's law.
If you're always asking why,
this opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle. You've made some progress. Not bad. You've got a trick or two. Way ahead! Has the luck run out?
Delve into
it was all!
You cleared me. Let me scribe.
Gotcha.
The stars are fading.
All you do is run. No use hiding back there. I'll crush you.
May I
State your business here. State your business.
Do you hear that? Something's going on over there. I'm gonna go check it out. Early bird gets the worm.
The Golden House is sacrosanct. None may enter without good cause. The Golden House is sacrosanct. None may go in and out as they please.
State your business here. State your business here.
None may go in and out as they please.
Divination is about precisely foretelling one's written destiny. Over-embellishing that fate only leads to
You
misconception.
think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their...
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle. Poor timing.
Things are about to get dicey. Careful, don't lose your life.
You've made some progress. Not bad. You've got a trick or two.
Busted. Take it easy. Gotcha.
Rises.
Game's up. Busted. Careful.
Everything was futile.
For a crack. Quietly now. Have fun with this gift. Now here comes the catch. No. Too late for regrets. Quietly now. Take it easy. How was I so...
your business here.
Golden House is sacrosanct.
Astrologers must rid themselves of material desires. Only by ridding oneself of clutter can one see the true world around them.
Relax.
The Golden House is sacrosanct. None may enter without good cause.
State your business here.
Golden House is sacrosanct. None may go in and out as they please.
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
State your business here.
Relax.
In and out as they please.
State your business here.
Divination is about precisely foretelling one's written destiny. Over-embellishing that fate only leads to misconception.
State your business here.
The Golden House is sacrosanct. None may enter without good cause.
State your business here.
Astrologers must rid themselves of material desires. Only by ridding oneself of clutter can one see the true world around them.
State your business here. State your business here.
The Golden House is sacrosanct. None may enter without None may go in and out as they please. The Golden House is sacrosanct.
State your business here.
Without good cause. The Golden House is sacrosanct.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and
immortal authority? The enraged earth will not absolve you! Today, you witness your reckoning!
Transfixed!
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain! You stand upon your tomb, though you know it not! Experience an eon of suffering!
Settle down.
Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention.
Per your wishes.
What could the children be up to? Never mind.
Hold the line!
Gotcha. Quietly now.
Manifest by ordinance divine. Take flight. Rest and reap. My will embodied. My apologies. Whirling.
Things are about to get dicey.
Take your turn. Hold the line.
blade is like a tea room.
I might. The night is cold. My will embodied. Cryo-incarnate. My apologies. Yeah. Not now. Cold. Mine to commit. Allow me. Transfigure. Sakura swirl. Take flight.
Такс. Ай.
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
Lightning terrified! Don't bite off more than you can chew.
Our bond is strong, everlasting as the moon. Overruled.
Out of my way! Shower me with praise! Get with me! Absurd! Looking for a fight?
Lightning falls on the children.
Our bond is strong!
This body is eternal.
Lightning terrified!
Follow my blade.
Time to shine!
Purge all obstacles.
Get with me!
Perish.
Hear my knowledge!
Witness the final calamity.
me put my mind to it. I see everything.
Eternity is in my hands.
Out of my way! Dissipate! Commit it to memory!
Only emptiness awaits.
A duel is a battle of wills, and the sword an extension of the duelist's spirit. If your heart recoils in fear, then your sword may as well be in its scabbard, because you will not wield it effectively against your foe.
Perfect. It's you two. I have a commission here that...
The only ones for the job? Huh. If our help is really that important, it's probably some Archon class commission.
The Adventurers Guild doesn't employ that kind of classification. All it asks us to do is to find a missing person.
Huh? Then why did you say we were the only ones for the job?
I came across this commission while reviewing our backlog not too... It seems simple, but our records indicate that over a dozen successive efforts to complete it have all ended in failure. With the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the performance of the Sumeru branch at stake, it's in our best interest to assign this commission to the adventurer with the highest completion rate over the past few years.
Well, that's us for sure.
All I'm asking is for you to give it your best shot. If it proves to be beyond your capabilities as well, I'll...
Okay, so who are we looking for?
This commission was jointly issued by the residents of Vimara Village. They say what... But the problem is, they don't know the missing
They're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name? If so many adventurers have failed to complete this...
Unlikely. Several villagers came by to issue the commission. And besides, Putting up a commission requires a processing fee. There aren't many upsides to a prank in any case. It would probably be best to go to Vimara village and ask around first.
Alright then, let's go! Paimon's starting to get really... We made it to Vimara village! Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy? If this commission is real...
Hello there. You looking to buy something?
Oh, no, we're adventurers.
Ah, so you're here about that then. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made... We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned in
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name?
I don't know. I really have no...
Okay, guess you're...
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving... I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise we just don't know this. At least that's what everyone in the village...
Alright, specific...
Young guy. In his early 20s, probably. I'd chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him...
Now that you've started talking about him...
But of course, everyone... There aren't many young people like him nowadays.
Could he have just moved away with...
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye.
Huh. Alright.
It's that guests I hear.
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the...
Ah, so that's what brings you to these...
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. With my failing eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about... I don't think his parents are still living in the village. He would often take time to visit the... And whenever someone had some... As the village chief, I owe him many thanks.
Wow. He seems like such a nice... But, you wouldn't happen to...
I'm ashamed to admit it, but...
It's okay. There's...
А внешность спросить, ну ё-моё. Как
Well,
выглядел-то?
Traveler, what do you think? Paimon thinks so too. And nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family. Wait, so you're saying it's... Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process...
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right?
Yep, sure are. We were just looking into the case.
I'm so glad to hear that. My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vimara village. Anyway, I just wanted to...
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So...
Ready.
Is this the place?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much. We used to always sit together under this tree and talk. I was actually adopted by... I was surrounded by such good people.
Alone?
How should I put it? Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Really? You know Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well... I guess you could say no matter what came my way, he was so thoughtful and pure. Ever since he disappeared. No, none of those things matter.
Wow. You two must... Did he ever tell you anything?
He mostly just talked... Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents. I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village.
Still...
Look at me. Talking your ear off the last time I talked this much... come to think of it. Every time always passed by really slowly.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this? Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready to fight!
Right now, emerge.
Stop right there!
Into the shadows.
Right now, right here, emerge.
You asked for it!
Loaded.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters.
It was no trouble.
Now that I think about it, they seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight.
Maybe well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vimara Village. Wait a second. The person... It's Dainsleif!
Ah, it's you two.
Oh, a friend of yours? Well, I'll leave you all to it then.
Yep, see you later, Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then?
Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for this? No matter. It may have taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure you've... The Abyss Order is most certainly planning something.
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the hilly...
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine...
Still, the hilly trail activity is causing a lot of problems.
The best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. And you shall have them. Don't worry. Ah, so that was the commission, someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That isn't... It appears all we have by way of clues is...
Right! That mysterious voice she heard in her brother...
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you? I sense hesitate. There's still hope for the two of you to... The sinner you wish to know about. His situation is different. His name is Vedderfolnir, the Visionary. I'm loath to admit it, but he is also my kin, my older brother.
Your brother?
There were 5 of them, the 5 sinners of Khaenri'ah, the wise Roptatyr, the Visionary Vedderfolnir, Gold Rhindaughter. No matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their name.
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. Rhindaughter is the one who created Albedo. Sertology is Skirk's master. And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vedderfolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clothar to create the Abyss Order was him.
They were once people of great esteem in Khaenri'ah, those who carried the hopes of the nation. They were the best of their peers, 6 of us, together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster, the ones to stop the Vinster King from continuing to... Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the abyss, so they became sinners, but also transcendent. And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came. Indeed. If they are not stopped, the day is of course.
So, Dane, what have you—
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the loom of— By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of the—
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osial and make a god or something?
Indeed. However, it's obvious that the eye was integral to their plan. Yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experiment. There are many signs pointing to that.
Then, what should we do?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the based on the intel I've gathered so far.
The ley lines?
Traveler, you were able to observe— My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area—
Wait, then our commission here in Vimara Village.
It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow. Oh, so tired. Well, let's go find Dane. We've got— Dane? Hello, Dane? Why are you just zoning out over here? Did something happen?
The missing person from your—
Oh, a young guy? Early 20s?
There appear to be certain memories and— Memories?
Maybe—
No, it wasn't a dream. And I'm certain I've never met this person before. I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
What? Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then!
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability—
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him. But why would he do something like that?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning,
What sort of
that their goal is still to obtain the eye of— I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps implanting that— Your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss— However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the— Come with me.
Oh, so you're going to take—
Of course.
So you hid it way out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for— Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Hey, wait up!
right here. Drop your weapons! Laid bare. Yeah. Time to testify. Emerge. Right here. Emerge. Stop right there!
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
Right here. Emerge. Right now. Ready. Transfixed.
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism. Ah, the door's open. Let's go. Our destination is just up ahead.
Looks like we can't go any further.
Be on your guard. I sense the presence of the abyss.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
Emerge. Right here. Drop your weapons! Justice in! Laid bare. Right now. Emerge. Right here. Stop right there! Emerge.
Just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just wanted to follow us here. Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see...
Dane? What's wrong?
Can you feel that? There's been a disturbance in the lake.
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that sort of thing.
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place. The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara Village, just think of it as a way to divide and conquer. I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
You risked your safety, and that of the Eye. That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say. But if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
The Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of whack. We better hurry back to Vimara Village and see what's going on. Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago? Why are they so calm all of a sudden?
In the New World, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Did you hear that? What was that? It sounded so gentle. Oh, this is weird. What? Looks like the same thing is happening over here, too.
You see, we're both still here. We've reclaimed an endless amount of time to love. Release your tears. You no longer need to hold back your sorrow.
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered, "Sleep well, Father. Sleep well, my beloved people. When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be no more."
It almost sounds like a poem or... Well, now that the hilly trails have calmed down, let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager. Is everyone all right? The Abyss Order seems to be up to something nearby.
The Abyss Order? Thank you for your concern.
Well, that's good. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across it?
Someone's gone missing, you said?
Huh? You know, the young guy from Vimara Village. The one you've been looking for all this time? That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually.
Ah, I do apologize. At least right now, I can't seem to...
But how is that? Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again? You're right. We should narrow down the possibility.
physiology is so much.
Someone's gone missing?
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind one.
Oh, I know who you're talking.
Really?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise. Then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But yeah, I just saw him leave the village.
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently he just... Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories?
If this person only exists in people's memory, just like what happened with Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, no one remembers him. Because there's been a change in people. If we really did travel back to a time before he No.
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the ley line disturbances. We're in someone else, just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time. That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went right. If he's someone who only exists, but didn't Bayron just say that he saw him? Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is? Good idea! We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to... Right! That! Could we try to figure out more about it? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that...
All the memories seem to be set in or near Vimara village. But there's a difference between memories that arise from lived experiences. If time was allowed to pass within the
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That's the tell of the fake memories! The implanted memories are basically taking place out... If the memories included the regular passage of time, like there could be overlap or something. People might... That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a...
The color of the sky. We thought Chief Amadea forgot about the missing... Dainsleif had memories implanted... No. No.
Oh, right! That's exactly what it toast...
Come to think of it, every time time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours.
Yep, that has to be it! This is definitely a Tosa's... Yeah, that...
So, you see, Granny Jahiat was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like, oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. It's okay if you don't.
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and you'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
Да ну, это что, Дайн, что ли? Ничего себе.
Oh, right! This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet!
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort, so I should see what they need.
Another time, huh? Yeah, okay.
Ну, по глазам вроде бы он.
It's nice to see you, traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
The founder of the
А,
Abyssal.
наставник, наверное,
The
его. И,
man
точнее,
who
брат.
broke the curse
Брат.
of immortality. Born into abject sorrow. Dane's brother.
Нет? А кто тогда?
You're Caribert Alberic.
Oh. You know me? That's quite the surprise. Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her, but I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world after all. It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, but despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the Loom of Fate. In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion. The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the Loom of Fate. As for your question, the Loom of Fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines. In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But, as more of it is completed, its power becomes... Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence, but it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world. Yes, I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation. After all, its existence cost me my life. Ah, that. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world. As if I had a chance at life. I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless? But I just couldn't accept it. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. Chief Ahmadiyya, Baram, Granny Jahiyat, Atosa. What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life. Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. I know it sounds stupid. After all, my life ended a long time ago. Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up. I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. I know. Captain Dainsleif. Twilight Sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the loom of fate has already been completed. No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he? His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye. That's right, because in his mind, before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait.
Hmm?
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the order. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have no idea what the Prince is planning. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate. And you remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic. I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory, after he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form. I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish. To comfort me, my father told me a story, that this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears, even if just for a moment. My goal was simple: to use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to create memories was at to implant a specific memory into the minds of the hill. In that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me. It was a story of fairy tales. I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the loom of fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. But now, the bedtime story is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time. Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about a conversation? The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree? That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean. I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years. The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time. Before the heavenly principles awaken. Yes, for 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria, there's been no sign of activity. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne, yes? Such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the Heavenly Principles situation. However, the Heavenly Principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be, or what might trigger it. You could say that. Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Even as a hilly churl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist? Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the Heavenly Principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words. Lumine?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you. But for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together, you told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me? Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean?
I miss you too, Lumine. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes. Let alone my own sister.
What's going on?
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our ability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Caribert gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here. Everything in this space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
Still so sleepy. Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleepy. Oh, and Dane came by just now. It looked like he was injured. He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were all right and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but, let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and he was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what... Wait, really? What a score! Well, what happened after that?
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. So there we were, searching away. According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree outside. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and and after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Oh, and we also remembered his name, Caribert. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner. Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is, and we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
Seems like everyone thinks Caribert left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now. Paimon wonders how Atosa's doing. Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so... Hey, Atosa, how's it going?
Oh, it's you two. I was just about to go looking for you. I wanted to thank you. I was part of the search party, so honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important. It's funny, but I have this feeling he told. I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. Life is made up of a series of memories. I'm just happy I got to meet him. Okay, I'll admit. I'm just putting on a brave face. I was dumped, wasn't I? Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye? You don't need to comfort me. It's just like Kari Bear said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious. And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day. Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, you two. I promised I'd help Granny Jahiet with something, so I should head back. Goodbye.
Well, that should be it, right? Everyone's lives can go back to normal now. Oh, right! Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened after your conversation with Kari Bear? A picture? Where'd that come from?
Lighthouse of truth.
Right now, right here. Show them.
Drop your weapons! Transfixed!
Loaded. Enough! Where evil lurks, shoot on sight!
Emerge. Right here. Come on out. Right now, right here.
Fury!
Show them.
Stop right there!
Laid bare.
Transfixed!
Huh? Do you also see Navia and Clorand over there? They look like they might have run into some kind of trouble. Let's go check out what's going on!
An antique's value is in the eye of the beholder.
This realm... If you ever... This route... If you ever...
Ready.
This realm is... If you ever... This realm... If you ever have...
In my younger years, I learned a fair amount about botany. As a result, I can now differentiate between edible and non-edible roots, identify poisonous fruits, and create simple dyes from the things I forage. The plants in this flower bed are harmless varieties created to lift people's spirits. You may enjoy them without worry. Now that I think of it, the Maison Cardinalise set up an archive room to store information related to duels. A complete case file would include the cause of the duel, the verdict rendered. I've never felt the need to look up anything there myself. I believe all my duelist colleagues feel the same way.
Transfiguration! Loaded.
true form. Whirling snow.
Oh, mine to command.
Take flight.
Rest and rebuild.
My will embody. Coming to art. Sovetsu. My apologies.
I feel like my eyesight just improved. Let me do a test shot on that leaf over there. I've faced many opponents in my duels.
Take your troop. Don't be scared. Whirling snow. The night is cold. My will involves Sakura swirl.